What is going on, you guys? My name is Rage and we are back today with another character Red Star Orb opening video for you all. In today's video, we're looking at Scarlet Spider swinging to battle here, being the newest web warrior joining the Void here as Marvel Strike Force's newest character. And as you guys can see here with Peter Parker's clone, Scarlet Spider here, his main strength is going to be the health and focus, having painful attacks and sustaining the web warrior allies. For each successful attack, he's actually going to be able to heal himself and the web warrior, providing that support. And as you can see, specifically for raids, we're going to see that he applies the offense down, clearing the enemy positive effects and granting offense up and death proof. So he's going to be a really pivotal piece in terms of being able to provide support for his fellow web warriors. When you bet with these kind of events, we have to take advantage of the increased 15%, as you can see here with the Red Stars. And on top of that, we're going to take a look at his kit overall, T4 recommendations as of right now, especially with him being the second last character joining for the web warrior. So for me personally, I always like to make sure that the 15% is in effect. So I'll hit the little eye, I'll scroll to the bottom, hit the Red Star Orbital promotions, and with the additional details, you should be able to see Scarlet Spider here, as you can see with the increase in 15%, and that is in fact accurate. So always double checking before you open the orbs just to be sure. For me, I always aim for a 2 or 3 red for the time being, so I like to budget 5 to 10 because I do like to save up these guys as new characters are being released in the game, and you can never expect if there's another legendary upcoming. So we have 67 right now. Let's budget 5 to 10 and see how we do today. And it's always the name of the game with RNG, but already from the get-go, we get a 2 red. You know, just because we got so lucky, we'll open a few more here, but ideally, a 3 is always nice to have as a good start, just to save on those silver promotion credits. Yeah, it's always the name of the game with these pulls. You know, it's always fun, and even to get duplicates, at least it can go back into the Elite 4 that you can use for later on as well. So keep that in mind. There we go, and that just opens 5 right there. So we can do another 5 and see how our luck is, but just because we do have a lot saved up, it's nice. We're at a good position right now in the long term in terms of characters being released and having a ready supply and being able to open. But I also understand that sometimes the luck does change depending on when you open too. Sometimes the event starting off may not get the best luck, and try again later during the week and it can be better. So that's 10 right there, and we only did get the 2 reds, so I'm going to stop there. I likely will try more throughout the week, but you just never know what the luck could be, right? So I definitely encourage you guys to try, especially there's been speculation that Ghost Spider is definitely the first one that you want to focus for the Red Star, and then followed by Scarlet Spider. So that being said, we got the 2 red. I likely will try more throughout the week, but let's take a look at his kit overall and see the overall details and what T4 recommendations now. So basic attack here, Scarlet Devastation. Attacking the primary target for 80% damage, and as you can see, similar to Symbiote Spider-Man, he's actually going to apply a defense down to the enemies, and as well, you can see that the dodge actually breaks this chain, so hopefully it doesn't hit any adjacent enemies that actually apply that. But notable about this ability is that in raids, if Spider-Man is an ally, he also applies offense down and slow to each target. So this really makes the ability absolutely overpowered. For each attack he has, he's going to be applying defense down, offense down, and slow to each target. And as you level this up, we're able to actually chain up to 2 adjacent targets. So that's really effective. I don't know if the T4 is worth it here, just because it only does apply damage, and the value of this ability is really in being able to spread those negative conditions. So level 6 right now is where I would stop for the time being. Just knowing Scarlet Spider is mainly used to sustain the negative conditions and providing support for the team. Web Impact special ability here, attacking the primary target for 80% damage, and as well, similar to Symbiote Spider-Man's ability once again, actually extending negative conditions by 1 random negative effect. So you can see here, it does actually exclude the ability block, stun, and trauma, but otherwise very useful to extend negative conditions and adding 1 on. By actually increasing the ability level of this, we can actually prolong it by 2 negative effects being impacted, and as well chaining up to 3 adjacent targets. The T4 here is definitely notable because we're applying the duration of 3 negative effects on each target, and as well that increase in damage. So this for me is a very strong ability overall. I would actually recommend T4ing this one. It's going to be very notable, especially when combined with this basic attack, you know, especially if you give him the right ISO 8 in terms of Striker having the second attack. I think it's going to be very devastating for him just to inflict a lot of negative conditions on the enemies noted, especially if you're planning to use these guys in the raids. Clone Crush is his ultimate here. So essentially he's attacking the primary target for damage. Once again, negative condition being slow, and as well all enemies are also impacted, as well as the cleansing of positive effects on the target that has slow. So the really notable thing is for this ability to have an impact, they need to have the slow so that all the positives do actually get cleansed, and in raids regardless it's actually going to clear. So this is where it's notable right there. So it's actually only applies here outside of raids if you have the slow, but in the raids it doesn't matter. Regardless, they're going to inflict and clear all the positive effects from each target. So that's absolutely beautiful. As you can see with the leveling of this ability, there isn't much to say with the exception of damage being increased. So this is going to be a powerful attack. You know, I would consider T4ing this if you have a strong red star on Scarlet Spider. He's going to be inflicting some notable damage on here, especially once you boost it up to the T4. So I still think his special is the best one right now, followed by his ultimate. And lastly, let's take a look at his passive here in being no responsibility. On turn, he has the 50% chance to actually apply evade to one random web warrior ally or self that does not have evade, so always ensuring that the evasion chance is going to be there. Additionally though, in raids, it's actually going to always apply to 2 web warriors or self, and that actually applies if they don't have evade once again. On each successful attack by this character or any web warrior, he's actually going to heal himself and the web warrior allies for 1%, and in raids it's actually going to be for 3%. So you can see the boatload of benefits does come in raids specifically. Still a strong ability overall, but the true value does come in raids. On top of that, the passive increases are always notable in being increase in dodge chance, crit damage, and as well as being able to apply even more if they're actually in effectively in raid. So the health actually does go up as you increase this, and you can see the other notable effects is having offense up for 2 turns and death proof, and especially the critical to hit damage does increase as well. So I mean, this is always a notable one because the passives usually give you the boatload of benefits. So for sure this one is definitely a T4 recommendation in my books as well, for sure. So in summary, the special and the passive are definitely worthy, and then followed by the ultimate. And really, if you have any extra T4 materials, the basic is just icing on the cake. So hope you guys enjoyed this quick prelim video, but for sure Scarlet Spider being the second last web warrior, it's definitely exciting times to see another character joining the fold here. So thank you as always, you guys. Do appreciate you checking out my videos, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.